cracking everybody. Hey everyone! Hey everyone, it's me again, right? It's me, Christian again. And it's a new month, right? It's a new month, it's the month of March, right? And yeah, it's actually, no, actually it kind of feels like it's normal again. Well, at least like the time passing. Because like past few years, like...
Years?
No, yeah, because like 2021 went by so fast. And then like 2022 is like it's back to the original, you know. It's, like, it's just chill, really. But hey, you know, of course, we can't control time, so there is that. Alright, so again, of course, it's me, Borgy, right? We're joined here with Christian, right? And of course, we have a new guest, right? We have a new guest.
Who you?
Do you want to introduce yourself, or should we introduce you?
No, he doesn't need introduction.
No,
I don't need introduction.
Why, is he infamous?
Yeah, he's
Infamous. Alright. Alright, so of course this is my brother, right? This is my brother, Sechki, right? Shocks, right? That's how he would go by.
Shocks. Very shocking.
In video games and
video games. Stop playing video games.
Yeah.
Stop playing with us, bro.
Anyways. Okay. So we're in a new topic again. Of course, we're into a new topic, right? We're in a new topic, and this topic is derived from a movie. And no, it's actually a book first. Yeah. Yeah, have you read it?
I've never read it. I've actually just watched one movie.
Oh, really? You didn't finish the whole thing?
I haven't watched like the whole thing. I just finished that.
Alright. Do you know it? No, of course you don't. No. So the title, right? The title of this topic is called the Hunger Games, right? Hunger Games, right? Hunger Games, right? Of course, it's a novel. It's a book, and that has turned into a movie. Have you watched everything?
Yeah.
You watched
Katniss.
everything? Yeah.
I watched the Hunger Games version.
One.
Oh no, I watched the Hangover games.
Hangover games. That's different, my friend. That's different, right? That you watched it first.
I've watched.
No, second.
I don't know if I actually recall if I actually watched the whole movie,
Alright.
but I read the book.
The book.
Has like the whole book.
Oh, good for you. Because I didn't read the books, but I watched the thing. They said it was bad. Because it was especially to the last part of the movie. They said that it's very far from how the book portrayed. That's what they said.
I mean,
right?
it's always been like that. Like,
that's true.
Movies don't actually, put out everything that's in the book.
Of course, it's limited.
Yeah.
Limited. Right? Okay. It's not like anime though. It's like anime.
Anime can be like stretched.
Yeah, they stretch out the whole thing. So from manga, it gets a lot better than anime most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, most of the time, but not all. But anyways, going back, right? So it's titled Hunger Games, right? Where, of course, if you do not know the story, right, we shall say it. Right? We shall say it. Where you have 24 people. 24 people, because there's 12.
Yes.
What do they call it?
Districts.
Districts.
Yeah.
There we go. 12
districts.
districts, alright? 12 districts, and they have a male and a female. Right, per district, right? They have been trained to fight and survive, right? Only one of them will make it out alive, right? Enduring until the end, will they take everything. They come home to a big welcome, and what did they call the winner? Is it survivor? I forgot.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there was a term. There was a term for like if you won the thing, right? So, anyways. So of course, if you have watched it, you haven't watched it, might as well. If you want to watch it, go watch it. It's called Hunger Games, alright? Hunger Games, yes.
Not in cinemas.
Not in cinemas. You can go check it out. Are there still movie stores around?
No. I don't think they have it.
I don't think there is.
Blu-ray.
But Blu-ray always has.
Blu-ray, but it's digital.
Digital, right? It's not the hardware anymore.
$3 for it.
Alright, but anyways, alright. So, in this world, right, where we're living in, right, in this, new time, right, new age, techno and everything that goes around it or that goes with it, surviving is, we cannot say easy, right? We cannot say hard as well, right? You know,
It's
yeah, but you know, I think the reason why this topic is nice is because, you know, we're here to help out, right? The younger generation are here to, you know, give light. Yeah, we're helping, you know, here to give light and, you know, to help, you know, the younger generation understand and, you know that whatever, you know, the things they have to go through in life, right? Whatever things they have to go through in life is, you know, is essential. And, you know, we're here to, you know, kind of help, right? Help, you know, the going around the things, most especially now that we're in a pandemic, right? In the pandemic, we're stuck at homes, right? Although, you know, security is slowly letting loose, right? You know, you're allowing kids to go out as well, right? You just need your boxing card. Boxing card, no, you need your vaccination card. Yeah, you need those, right? But yes, right, there's that. So, you know, might as well begin, right? Might as well begin this thing, right? So, of course, you know, the movie starts, right, with, you know, them choosing the 12, the 24, I mean, people to participate. What?
with the weird looking ghetto.
Yeah, with the weird looking ghetto. And then I forgot his laugh. I remember I used to be able to do that. Ha! I can't do it anymore. Right, but anyways, that dude, right? They choose the 12, and, you know, they're all washed up, right? With, you know, while they do their entrance, right? So let's name this first part, entering the arena called life, right? Life, and of course, right, as a question, right? Let's ask you guys a question. How do you think, you know, the younger generation is prepared, right, towards ending life, right? Life in general. Because they said, right? They said that life starts in college.
Oh.
Well, that's what they said, really. No. Yeah, I know that's what they said. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's like life starts once you're in college or after college, really. So, how do you guys think, right? Do you think that this generation, the younger generation, since, you know, school is done online and everything, how do you think that the younger generation is, you know, ready or prepared for, you know, life? Do you think?
Oh shoot. For me,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to say all, but like let's say in the majority format. Since everything is online, so there's like the lack of experience.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of
Younger
generations
alright.
are
Okay, so those are some factors playing in, right?
So like, you know, yeah, like you can get emotional damage immediately, or like, you know, they can handle like stress that much easily.
Yes.
The previous ones. So I feel like, yeah,
Those are some factors
Yeah.
that you're considering with your answer.
yes.
Yeah, alright. Let's ask my brother who's heading into college, right?
No,
But this guy, well, these two haven't experienced like college yet because they're still about to study. And so, how do you guys think? Yeah, how do you think? What do you think about that?
You know, like living without parents, like now, since their parents are province and you know, basically like dealing with life or like prepared. I don't think not all. I'm not saying like not all. Prepared. You know, because like us, we're not prepared. No, but
Well, somebody just spoiled the fun for me.
What was that?
you know,
Thank you.
but they're like, you know, these struggles that I think everybody will go through. And you know, sometimes you'll not be prepared. But I think with the generation now, I don't think
we're fully
Yeah.
together. You know, well, it's not. Our generation kind of stops with our year. So your year is kind of different. He's a lot younger than us. Christian and I are the same age. Sechki is in a different generation. Right? Sechki is in a different generation. I don't know what do they call the years after that? 2003?
Baby Zoomers.
Baby Zoomers.
Okay, that's what they call it.
Okay.
Like baby
Right.
Zoomers.
But anyway, like, because we're not getting any younger, right? That's one of the things that we consider as the youth, right? We're not getting any younger. Yeah, but we are young, right? We are young for sure, right? We're a young squad, we're a young squad, and as much as possible, right? We'd love to get all these experiences, right? We'd love to, head out there and, just experience everything. But we can't. Because, we can't go out there since we're all in the house, right? We're all in the house, we're all stuck at home, right? Yeah, there's COVID going on, right? So there's really not much the younger generation can do. Really. I mean, we're stuck at home, we're supposed to be, right? So if we do go out, that's not on the system. That's on your own. That's on you. Right? But okay, that's how the younger generation is. We're all at homes. Every day we wake up, the first thing we see is a screen, whether it be a TV screen, a mobile screen, a computer screen. Right? That's the first thing we see. Keep dropping. No, that's the first thing we see. And admit it or not, right? Whether you take your devotions, right, in the morning, alright? We're not lying to anyone else, right? The first thing you touch is your phone, right? The first thing that you touch is your phone. If it's not your phone, it's your PC or your computer, right? It's your computer, your hair, or whatever, right? Okay? Anybody sleeps do you sleep with your cell phone beside you?
Underneath my pillow.
What?
It's underneath my pillow.
Underneath your pillow.
So when I get a phone call,
oh, you would feel it.
yeah, just like
Oh.
you guys last night.
Alright, how about you? Sleep beside your phone.
No, I sleep while my phone.
My phone. Yeah, I get that. I always take this phone off. Right? My case, I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone. No. Yeah, he always does that. Right? In my case, it's the same thing. Right? But yes, right? We have our phones with us all the time, and I think that our life has been like these days, right? These days, it's been focused or it's been programmed, if you can say, right? To face a screen, right? It's been that's how life is. That's the path that life is headed, right? We're facing a screen. We watch it. We're almost on the screen, whatever screen. More than 8 hours a day, right? Because let's say you're working a regular work, right? Which is 8 to 5 shift, right? So that's. That's 9 hours, right? Or that's 8 hours of work, right, on a screen. That's aside from you being on your phone, right? So there are those factors, right? Nowadays we're programmed, to have that kind of lifestyle, to be in a technological lifestyle. We're all, in our homes. We're isolating ourselves, right? So, I'll ask you guys again. I think we should ask Sechki first. Ask Sechki first, since he's younger.
Yeah.
Since he's younger, right? So, how is your generation? How is the younger generation, right, dealing with aging and growing up and having responsibilities outside of, outside of the internet, I should say, because everyone thinks that it's their responsibility to be on the internet, the type that wherever they are, whatever they're doing, alright? So outside of the internet, how do you think your generation or the younger generation is dealing with those responsibilities?
I'm thinking I have less responsibilities, like compared to other people, I guess.
How, like, in what way? In what sense?
My responsibilities are to take care of my brothers.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold up! Wait a minute! Something ain't right!
Right.
Hold on.
You don't cook, I cook. What do you mean?
I mean, my responsibilities right now is just to enjoy life.
Enjoy life, right? Well, I mean, it's good. It's you know, it's
not all.
it's the younger years, right? You know.
And trying to train every day.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, it's the younger years, so I wouldn't really mind since that's what they do.
But
Yeah. About the responsibility of loving someone. There's none.
See,
There's none of that.
this is what I always tell my
None
brother.
of that.
Ang sarap magmahal.
But
But me, like, I don't want to rush into stuff anymore. Because as a kid, you want to try everything. So I did. See, rushing love is the worst thing you can do.
February is over.
Why is
No.
it? Yeah, Feb is over.
It's over. It's a month. We're not talking about love.
But anyways, so like outside of the internet, like in general, how do you think the younger generations leaning towards responsibilities? Are we leaning towards responsibilities, or are we kind of not leaning towards Because I think there's lots of the younger people
yeah.
that try to stay away from their
I mean,
responsibilities.
there's that. There's like a lot of people who try to
Stay away.
Yeah. But
Like,
there's also that that staying away is also their responsibility.
In a way.
Like let's say. I mean, like I say. I mean. Why did I say that? No, I'm stuck.
No. I mean,
yes, there is such that in our generation that staying away is
they
their
stay away from
responsibility.
the,
It's like it's really not their it's not their business.
Yeah,
I would
alright.
say, like it's like let's say yes, children.
Yes.
It's children. Your responsibility is just to study, like just study. Study. Do your things, alright? Okay.
Study later.
Alright. Study, alright? Your response, that's all the responsibility you're gonna get besides chores, okay?
But
Alright.
Alright.
So, like let's say, if your parents are like fighting or like having an argument or and stuff like that, that's not your responsibility. It's like it can be like their reason for having a quarrel, having an argument, having a fight is you won't know it's sometimes not even about you. So it's not your responsibility to take in their problem,
Okay.
So,
but do you think, like, with what's going on, with literally on everything, whatever topics that we're talking about, do you think the youth should have a say? The younger generation, the younger people should, have a say with certain things?
In some stuff, yeah, but
I mean, I mean, there are some circumstances where you can get a say to it, but
Alright.
sometimes you just sometimes you just gotta
Alright, that's interesting. Alright, so do we think that it's important for our generation to look and focus towards the near future? Focus on what's ahead and what is to come. Right? Or should you think we should kind of just play it out and live life
about like let's say looking towards the future, like you're so I mean there's no problem with like dreaming or like looking what you want to do in the future. I mean everyone does that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's free thinking.
Yes.
So I mean it's fine for for the younger generation, our generations, to already prepare.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with preparation, alright?
Preparation is not a waste.
Yeah, that's a good point. So preparation, it's good to start young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
It's like you can you can never expect. You go to, like, let's say you're done with school and then you're done with college and then you go to try to go to work and they ask you, we need someone in the age of like 25 with like 20 years of experience. Like you can,
very true,
and I mean that's absurd.
Yeah,
for
for
something
sure.
like that.
Right.
But like at least gaining some sort of experience, in a young age.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. Alright. It would help.
Yeah, it's
Right.
some sort of
Yeah.
background. It's some sort of like
Yeah.
to know whether if you have the capabilities
For sure.
to handle, like, let's say, stress for future stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's I think looking towards the future is
Is how it should be.
Yeah.
Alright. Interesting take. Right. What about you?
No, I
stay in the moment.
it's good to think of future, but sometimes we get overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's that.
Just
Just by looking, yeah,
at the
okay.
future. So,
That's good.
look to the future a bit. Enjoy your time
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, there's that.
Just have it in your hindsight. Alright. So of course, alright, the world is a selfish place. Right? I believe that, and like really until now, like the strongest survive. Really, it's still a thing today. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be soon about the smartest ones are the ones who will really
there's that
survive.
smartest one.
Really. That's how it's gonna play out. And of course, the world would not forgive, the unprepared. If you're unprepared in your life, that's rough. That's why we have this topic. And I think that, in life, right? I think in life that, it's all about the balance, right? Balance. This life is, it's hard to juggle everything, right? It's hard to hold on to everything. Hard to hold on to everything. That's why we juggle things around. We toss one in the air, alright, and have the other one in the hand. That's how that's how it works, right? That's how it works. And our life tends to be like that. And it's just a balance, right? It's just a balance. We do not put so much time and emphasis on the web and the internet and everything that is in there, alright, that we forget the rest parts of life. I think that's one of the things that the youth is mistaken, is wrongly doing, right? Doing wrong. Doing wrong, right?
Sure, college.
They, we put so much time and effort and are thinking on, the internet that we forget other, the other parts of life, and the other parts of life. And the good parts of life, there's a part of life called socializing outside of the internet. Right? There are those parts. There's a life called, socializing inside your family. Alright? I think that, there's much time that is torn apart since, everything's done on the internet. But hey, alright? That's why this topic is here. That's why this is a beautiful topic.
It's
Right?
I like it.
Beautiful topic, alright? So yeah, and you should, I think, most especially our generation, the younger generation, should see that as something to kind of look forward to, alright? Look forward to, but at the same time, they're prepared, right? We're prepared, for what's gonna happen, how life is gonna play out, right? Because it's never too young to learn something, right? I think that's one of the mistakes of or misconceptions of adulthood, right? That you're too young to learn something. No, I don't think it's I don't think one is too young to learn something really. I think that it's gonna be a treasure for them to learn it at at their younger years. All right. So Okay, so going into heading on to the topic, right? Heading on to the topic. Again, a while ago, we talked about entering the life called, entering the arena. I mean, and that's really bad right there. Entering the arena called life. All right. Okay. So you're really bored, my friend. All right. So we should ask
Hold
you.
the keyboard.
Right? We should ask you. All right. So this part is called, finding your strength. Right. Finding your strengths. Right. Strengths. Alright, I mean, deriving from the movie, right? From the movie, and there's this part where they pick up their weapons and they do what they do. Yeah, they select what they do. Alright, and there's it's an interesting part there. And one gets a mace, one gets a sword, right? One gets a bow and an arrow, which is the protagonist, right? Protagonist of the movie. Okay, so find your strengths, alright? So in this pandemic, right? How has the pandemic hit you? Right? I think we should. This is one thing the younger generation is dealing with. Like, if in the now, right? In the now.
The now?
Yeah. So,
Wait. So does it include me, right? Or just the whole generation?
no, it includes you. It's kind of a personal. So,
Okay.
has the pandemic been a rough patch for you? Has it been easy? Has it been okay? Right, it's a personal question.
Oh my gosh, it's been like a roller coaster.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
How?
So there's like ups and downs in which you can't do anything because you can't go out. So you're like stuck and bored. And then there's like part where you're like so chill because nothing to do.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean like I didn't go to college yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're heading into it.
Yeah, I am heading into it, but like since the pandemic is already like for me it's a pandemic. But like
sure.
but like how it hit me from the very side is like I don't want to do online classes this morning.
Right. Well, that's fairly true, right?
It's
I agree with it in chat, if you may.
and
Right.
like
Online class is boring.
yeah, and I've already seen like people who had online class.
Yeah.
Already.
No, it really is. I think one of the things that makes me interested in the class is the prof tries their best
Yeah, there's that.
to make things interesting.
Yeah.
But if it's not interesting at
I've
all,
seen, like,
I'll sleep.
I've seen like just sometimes just like staying in one certain there.
Yeah,
So like
for sure.
it's like I know how to read.
Yeah, I mean, I can read.
No
your,
offense, right? No
I can read
offense.
your PowerPoint too, right?
No offense to that.
For sure.
And then there's like as well with like I have nothing to do since I didn't go to college. So I was like, why not get a job? And so I was able to get a job, and I was able to afford it and a PC and a laptop. So so it's been so far it's been a good roller coaster.
It's been a good roller coaster. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Really, that's nice to hear because I don't think in the pandemic, I don't think it's like we're on the same page with everything.
Yeah,
really.
there's that.
Right. So how about you? How has the pandemic been?
It's fine.
See, this is the problem with the younger generation. Really. Really? Wow. I'm pretty sure we had Jared, right? Jared's, the generation above us. We had Paz, he was kind of near our generation.
Yeah, nearly the same.
Yeah. And we have
And then we have him.
we have the younger generation. Right?
It's fine.
I don't know what the internet did, but I think the internet has learned to mute the words of the younger generation.
Yeah,
really.
So basically, it's like just one word, like 2 words. So I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Or like, perfect.
Wow, my
Perfect.
God.
Perfect.
Nice, TG.
Yeah, I think.
But seriously, pandemics, I learned lots of things.
Alright, yes, you learned lots
Which
of
is
things.
good.
Okay.
What you learn.
Yeah. No. Because like
Yeah.
I think, right? No, I think the reason why no, you go continue. I'm about to say.
You know, like because of this pandemic, like lots of talents of other people, not just me. Lots of talents of other people where they learn how to do it. They learn how to excel.
Yeah. Like Jared.
Yeah.
Jared started to bake, really. Oh, you don't know? I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh, Jared, you gotta give this guy.
Yeah, you have,
to.
you have to, yeah. You
Oh,
bake.
wow.
It's not a joke, yeah.
Jared's a bakery, bro.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
Jared's Bakery.
Yeah, no, Jared.
Jared, hit me up.
Yeah.
Let's start a business, man.
No, but yeah, right?
Business, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but it's a fun, Christian and me getting closer. Because we can't do anything, so
Yeah.
so we just got, and I guess we got
Fat.
no, I never
Well,
got
not all.
I never
Not
got
all.
I did.
Not all. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, that's the pandemic.
That's how the pandemic
Uh-huh.
hit. Alright. No, because like I think of course it's situational. We are on different circumstances, right? We're in different circles of people, circles of life, right? Because I think with my share of of the pandemic, right? I think it was really fun. I get to learn so much, right? Thanks to the people surrounding and everything really. Because outside of that, I'm pretty sure there's really nothing, right? There's nothing to talk about other than video games, really, right? I'd be stop playing. No, really, I'd be stop playing. I'd be stop playing
every night.
Yeah, I'd be stuck like playing day in day out, and it's the same thing again, right? So it's kind of it's a fortunate thing that it's a fortunate thing that you got friends. Again, we'll talk about it later, right? It's a fortunate thing that you got friends and you got people surrounding yourself with good things, because again, it's finding your strength, and I think finding your strength is anything or anyone really. And it could be a hobby, right? It could be because alright, what has helped you guys kept sane, and what has kept you sane through the pandemic? If I can ask, right? If I can ask.